Hello everyone, I'm HearMeowt. Welcome to my channel. In this series, we're reading the full Lorne Armstrong chat log, all the way through up until the end of the sting. I wanted to be upfront with everyone on what it is, why I think it's important, and why this is the only time I'm doing it. I want to make something else absolutely clear from the beginning. This chat log is disgusting and embarrassing. Everyone hates it, but absolutely no one hates it being read more than Lorne, which is why it's so important. We are in no way making light of his crime. We are grateful that he has been exposed, thanks in large part to the catfish, as being exactly the same person today as he was when he wrote this chat log. Lorne did not harm the decoy. No child was involved in the sting. And while Lorne may have avoided 30 years in prison, through this type of content, he is unable to run away from who he is, which he absolutely attempts to do every single time. I know there are discussions about Lorne's intelligence and whether that should be a mitigating factor on his crimes. Even though Lorne is extremely stupid, when he wants to get something done, he absolutely knows how to do it. This includes finding chat rooms, downloading chat clients, erasing histories to hide them from the parents, how to get photos, understanding how IP addresses work. He knows down to the detail everything he believes is necessary to hide in the shadows. And lastly, this is not about punishing somebody for prior crimes. The plain fact is that if Lorne had gotten out of prison and learned from his mistakes, none of the Lorne channels would exist. But unfortunately, he went back to the same type of behavior, and we see it to this day thanks to the catfish calls. So if he is never going to learn, he is still a threat, and there's no reason to stop talking about him. Now, the comedy side, for me, comes from the disbelief that a real person could actually manage to live an entire life of being this incompetent, pathetic, and completely devoid of any redeeming quality. Lorne is like the Wile E Coyote, failing over and over to catch any female roadrunner his entire life, while continually stepping on rakes of embarrassment, smacking him in the face every time he opens his stupid mouth. Now some background on Lorne's life. After graduating 87th out of 87 in high school, Lorne joined the Air Force in Alaska for a very short period of time. He was given the job of literally scrubbing out aviation fuel tanks, but somehow he wasn't even capable of that and was discharged very quickly. He then moved to Washington State, where among other things, he worked for a septic business, Poetic Justice. In the run-up to this sting in 2007, Lorne ran a scam septic business in Maine, where he took $30,000 from a retired elderly couple to build an addition on their home. This idiot, who has no construction skills or know-how, turned right around, hired his siblings and his best friend as his quote crew, and paid them all lump sums of money up front before doing any work to show he was a big shot. After he was called out for not getting any of the job done and not having any of their $30,000 left, Lorne quickly fled town and ran to Nashville to become a country music star. This idiot cannot sing or play an instrument to save his life. And then within days of getting an unfurnished apartment, this total loser logs onto Yahoo chat rooms and almost immediately gets himself connected to an undercover decoy for what would turn out to be the last episode of To Catch a Predator on NBC. After a month of extremely humiliating and embarrassing chat, he drove his truck to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and was arrested on national TV on his 37th birthday. So the chat log itself, in addition to everything that happened after the sting with the catfish calls, it removes any molecule of sympathy for this man. I will warn you right now, Derek and I are going to be making commentary and laughing at several times throughout this entire chat log. It may seem like we are taking it lightly. I assure you we are not. We are 100% laughing at the stupidity of Lorne, putting ourselves in the shoes of the people behind the sting having to deal with this idiot, and feeling the secondhand embarrassment of what he is saying, which would be embarrassing to say to a person of any age, not just a minor. So here are the disclaimers to let you know if this is for you or not. If you are at all triggered by hearing the attempted grooming of a minor by an idiot, even if there is no actual minor involved, this series is not for you. Also, while there will be no explicit images shown at any point, if you are adverse to sexually explicit language, even if it is part of a sting, this series is not for you. If you feel like you are going to leave a comment on the series saying, "I can't believe you guys are making light of this," then please, I beg you, do not watch. And you don't even need to leave the comment. So in conclusion, if you're deciding not to join us, that is totally fine. I just didn't want to bring anyone in here without a full and clear warning. And of course, we will see you on future streams. And I love you all. For the rest of us who remain, I also wanted to say thanks to Derek for committing to this month-long chat log along with me. It's a huge commitment. And also for the record, none of these streams are monetized for several reasons. All right, that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get set and start the show.